The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. I think a simple rule of business is if you do the things that are easier first, then you can actually make a lot of progress. The question I ask myself like almost every day is, am I doing the most important thing I could be doing? People can be really smart or have skills that are directly applicable, but if they don't really believe in it, then they are not going to really work hard. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. We look for people who are passionate about something. In a way, it almost doesn't matter what you're passionate about. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. The journey is 1% finished. There are people who are really good managers, people who can manage a big organization, and then there are people who are very analytic or focused on strategy. Those two types don't usually tend to be in the same person. I would put myself much more in the latter camp. Virtual reality is going to be an important technology. I am pretty confident about this. Facebook is shaping a broader web. If you look back for the past 5 or 7 years, the story about social networking has really been about getting people connected. But if you look forward for the next 5 years, I think that the story people are going to remember 5 years from now isn't how this one site was built. It is how every single service that you use is now going to be better with your friends. I know it sounds corny, but I'd love to improve people's lives, especially socially. Making the world more open is not an overnight thing. It's a 10 to 15 year thing. I think there's confusion around what the point of social networks is. A lot of different companies characterized as social networks have different goals. Some serve the function of business networking, some are media portals. What we're trying to do is just make it really efficient for people to communicate, get information, and share information.